These innocent young children are being used to push an extreme agenda, exploited to promote hate against you and me and everyone who believes that every child deserves a mom and a dad.
Fucking anti-gay?
Think kids choose to be that way?
So where the fuck do kids learn to hate? 9 out of every 10 queer kids are bullied, beaten, and bashed. Bullied, beaten, and bashed.
Number 2, fucked up hate has a lot to do with the suicide rate.
Kids rejected by their parents are 8 times more likely to fucking try to kill themselves.
You fucking bully your kid? You bury your kid.
Okay, across the country, queer kids are under attack by fucking bullies.
So many are taking their lives.
So we're taking a stand.
Look inside your tiny mind and look a bit harder, 'cause we're so uninspired, so sick and tired of all the hatred you harbor. So you say it's not okay to be gay, well I think you're just evil. You're just some racist who can't tie my laces. Your point of view is medieval. Small-minded, you want to be like your father, it's approval you're after, well that's not how you find it. Do you really enjoy living a life that's so hateful? 'Cause there's a whole way your soul should be, you're losing control of it, and it's really distasteful. You think we need to go to war? Well, you're already in one. 'Cause it's people like you that need to get slew. No one wants your opinion.
People who say that gay people are seeking to redefine the institution of marriage need to look around. We're not seeking to redefine the institution of marriage. Straight people redefined Past tense, already, it's done. Straight people redefined the institution of marriage to an extent where it no longer makes any logical sense to exclude same-sex couples from the institution, as straight people rebuilt it and practice it now. Marriage used to be one man making a gift of a piece of property to another man. One man gave the property called daughter to another man, and it became the property called wife. She had no rights. She was his thing. She could be disposed of, beaten. Her children were her. She couldn't own property. She was a child. She was chattel. That went on for millennia. And then straight people, to their credit, in the West, said, you know what, fuck this, and redefined marriage. And what is it now? It's two completely equal, legally autonomous individuals who've made a commitment to each other. What defines their commitment? Ask them. It can be, when you're talking about heterosexual marriage, it can be monogamous or not. They can have children or not. It can be a religious ritual or not. It can be for life or not. It's up to them.
So I've been reviewing cable political shows, trying to be ready to talk marriage equality with anyone, anywhere, anytime. I've pulled together our opponents' favorite talking points, along with the best replies, and tossed in a few of my own. This is version 1. I'm sure it'll change. Here's their first big talking point. We're just defending traditional marriage.
That's what I'm here to do today, is protect traditional marriage.
Support traditional marriage.
Protect traditional marriage.
We all support traditional marriage. In fact, marriage equality means that we support opposite-sex marriage just as staunchly as we support same-sex marriage. It doesn't have to be defended or protected. No one's trying to take it away. There's only one side here trying to get rid of people's marriage rights, and it's not us.
Point 2. Personally, I just think gay marriage is wrong.
In my family, I think that I believe that a marriage should be between a man and a woman. No offense to anybody out there, but that's how I was raised, and that's how I think that it should be between a man and a woman. Thank you.
But you didn't answer the question. You didn't explain why you think your personal beliefs should be made into laws that everyone has to follow. My parents were conservative Catholics. They thought divorce was wrong, and my dad thought birth control was immoral. But they didn't make the huge leap to thinking that these things should be illegal for everyone.
I'm not talking about church doctrine. I'm talking about natural law, Chris, the law of human nature.
Natural law is usually just code for, this is what I'm used to. Decades ago, smart people thought that natural law indicated that the races shouldn't mingle. But the world's complex, and what seems natural to one generation leaves the next one thinking, how could they believe that? So don't talk about natural law. It doesn't really have a good track record where minorities are concerned.
Point 3. Settle for civil unions. All the rights, but not the word marriage.
We can be fair to gays and give them all the rights that married people have without redefining the term.
What's wrong with a civil union?
That sounds a lot like, you can get on the bus, you just have to sit in the back. I know what it's like to be a gay teen in a small town with well-meaning parents telling me how awful homosexuals are. Those teens are still out there. They can't change their orientation, and thousands of them call suicide hotlines every year. And what would settling for civil unions tell them? It would say, no relationship you'll ever have will be good enough for marriage. Any relationship you have is going to be second-rate in the eyes of the government and in the eyes of society. And that's your fate. And that's just wrong. And it's not true. Those teens, they deserve better than that. However many rights we have, our most vocal opponents want us to have fewer. They opposed civil unions until marriage became a possibility, and then civil unions became their public fallback position. But if we said civil unions okay, they start to fight us on that. Compromise won't settle this issue. It'll just lead to a new, even more dehumanizing battle for us to fight.
Point 4. You don't have the right to redefine marriage for everyone.
They don't have a right to decide to redefine marriage for the entire state of California or the entire country.
But you're fighting to pass laws that define, or in some states, redefine marriage for everyone, in a way that doesn't include everyone. I don't think your statement makes sense. When women were fighting for the vote, would you have said, but you don't have the right to redefine voter for everyone? That would have been an obvious distraction, and it's ridiculous, but it's what you're saying right now. Civil marriage involves a legal definition, not a religious one, and legal definitions evolve constantly. The laws around marriage have changed again and again, and it's no use pretending they haven't, unless you think we're still back in the days when women were the property of the father or the husband they belonged to.
Point 5. Children need traditional families.
The research shows that children do best when raised by their own biological mother and father who are committed to one another in a lifelong marriage.
Those studies are about divorce and remarriage, not gay marriage. So your reasoning really comes down to, divorce is tough on kids, so let's ban same-sex marriage. Is it possible for you to make an argument without twisting your facts?
Marriage is the only institution we have that's about bringing together the two great halves of humanity, male and female, so that children can know and be known by, and love and be loved by their own mother and father.
The two halves of humanity. It'd be one heck of a big wedding. But however poetic that sounds, marriage has always been about two people coming together to build one family, one home, one shared life. That's what marriage has always been, and marriage equality does nothing to change that. Polls show again and again that people who know gays and lesbians are more likely to vote for marriage equality. So if there's such a gulf between gay and straight relationships, then you need to explain why straights who actually know us don't seem to think so.